All right, man. Weird day at the scope. Two chem planes, flaming UFO, an orb, and a tracker. Oh, what was that? Let's take another view of that. This is what it looks like when a plane photobombs a telescope at about a mile and a half. Let's slow it down, take a look. One thing's for sure, you can see the logos. I think I'm going to take a minute and see if I can get a look at some of these planes that are up there spraying. The first one is on a funny trajectory, but I see it. Later on, I suspect it dropped something. There's the trail. It's at a funny angle to me, and so I'm doing this manually with a telescope. Telescopes are notoriously difficult to try to track something moving, and this is the best I can pull off. Not even good enough to really get a still that's going to matter because I want to see the numbers. I want to look it up. I want to find a logo. Maybe I can give them a call and ask them if they'll stop it. But here's another one at a better angle, and I get right on it and I just start flying manually down to it, and I'm going to reach my goal here. I telescopically managed to track this thing well enough to pop off some stills, so I can simply look up the numbers or find a logo or something like that, then try to look it up. As you can see, it is really not easy to keep a telescope at high magnification on a moving object. But I do get my skill still, so I zoom it a little bit, color correct it, and guess what? No numbers, no logo, no nothing. I guess I can't look it up. I guess I can't make a phone call and ask them if they'd stop it. So anyhow, I'm going to head back to the moon now. So I zoom back over to the moon, get it in frame. I'm going to look for some objects, keeping an eye on those planes up there. Lo and behold, what's that? So this little orb looking thing comes in, and I'm studying it. Doesn't look like anything's hanging from it. Looks like maybe it's rotating, but as you can see, it's going laterally against the air currents. And so I color correct it in post, and sure enough, it looks like it's a glowing orb that's rotating and doesn't appear to have anything hanging off, and I'm starting to suspect that the planes are dropping these. I have good reason to consider this if you've seen my chem bomb footage. So anyhow, I get back over, and lo and behold, look at that. Up from the right, a flaming UFO goes through my field as I'm tracking back to the moon. It's going to come in from the top. It's going to go up from the bottom on the right side. Let me see if I can slow it down. I try for minutes to reacquire this thing that flew through my field of view, but I can't. So in post, I take this thing, I take some stills, color correct them, and blow them up, and it literally looks like a flaming cylinder of some kind. Amazing. It's a real shame I couldn't reacquire this. So at this point, I'm back off to the moon to do what I do, to see if I can find some things. I'm sitting there for a couple minutes. Lo and behold, the planes are going by. Now this thing falls. But this one clearly has something dangling from it. At this point, I'm convinced that the planes are dropping these things. So again, I'm tracking moving objects with a high mag telescope, having a heck of a time doing so, but this one is mostly falling, no lateral movement, and definitely something is hanging from it. So I start thinking it's a balloon from the shopping center, but it looks like it's self-illuminated or something, kind of like the orb thing I just shot. So I track it for, I don't know, 5, 10, track it for quite a while, which I'm not going to put us through here. I managed to get some good stable shots with stills. Here's the first one. I take 4 stills so I can blow these up and take a look at them. At this point, I'm starting to think this was dropped by the plane, as was the first one, and this is some kind of a tracker. My best guess. You tell me. There's the 4th image. So I do gather them all up, put them all together. There's what I got, and I think maybe it looks something like this. So at this point, my weird day of scoping has netted a plethora of spraying planes, an orb-looking thing that goes laterally against the breeze, a tracker-looking thing, both of which I suspect were dropped out of a plane, and a flaming cylinder UFO that I couldn't reacquire. At any rate, if you take the time to sit out and film the sky, you'll be amazed at what's up there. I mean, the sky is full of things. In the daytime, I don't think I ever went a full day without filming something. Although focused on the moon, I did in fact have days at certain points where I didn't film a thing, sitting there for hours and hours a night. but things have changed. I don't think that's the case anymore. I think there is so much tech up there now. If you spent a couple hours a night, you would almost certainly pick up amazing things. But at any rate, there's my weird day of telescopic shooting in the day. I'd like to wish you all a happy, healthy, higher minded new era. Cheers.